Hey, Shalom. We want to start off by saying Kahala, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who will. Peace, salutation, and blessings to the elect. Brothers out here from Great Millstone, Dallas. The brother Kabash. My page is GMS Kabash Ba. Exalt Yahweh, Wa Yahushai with the priest Adan.
Khan, yep. I'm the brother I know from GMS Dallas. GMS Stay Humble. So you brothers see the title. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, which is the precept we're going to be going into. Actually, I'll let you, continue to,
Con.
open up on that.
Yeah, like the priest is going into we're going to go into second Ezra, the 6th chapter. Okay, going into Jacob holding Esau's heel, go into the significance of it and the prophecy regarding that, and just speak through the spirit.
Con. Yeah, I can share my screen too while I read. You want to start off with that second Ezra?
Yep, that's cool.
All right, let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. Screen share. All right, cool. All right, so we got second Ezra chapter 6, okay, and verse 9. All right, it says, for Esau,
Baba Kashah started 7, Baba Kashah.
Verse 7. All right, it says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall the end of the first, when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
Hey, so this is proof that the world isn't going to just end as a whole. The earth isn't just gonna be destroyed and go away. That's a fable. That's a myth. That's false. False teaching, man. The earth will never end, man, because immortality is promised to a specific 144,000 men and a great multitude, man. The elect of the nation of Israel, okay, is what we're speaking on.
Yep, and also too, Ezra was inquiring on when these wicked times that the wicked times that he was living in at that time, which was during the Medo-Persian Empire. He was asking, when are those times going to pass? Because the Lord is the one that's in control of the seasons and the times, right? He's the one that put Israel in the promised land. Okay, led us through the wilderness into the promised land, and he's the one that allowed the other nations to come in and put us in captivity. So it's all under the Lord's control and the Lord's timing. So Ezra was curious as to, okay, when is this punishment period going to be up? Right? And it reminds me of that scripture in Revelation, the 6th chapter.
Okay.
Pull it real quick. Where the saints were asking how long until the Lord revenges the blood of the saints that was shed on the earth.
Oh, yep, I got it right here, brother.
What
it's verse 6 and starting
and 10.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 9. I'll start at verse 9.
I got you. I'll read it.
Oh, okay. You got it.
It says, and when he had opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Most High and for the testimony which they held.
Right. So again, when you read this chapter, this is Yahushai, opening up the understanding, right? Starting at verse 1 of these different seals, right? Which are pretty much signs of the times, the end times, right? So it says, for the testimony, those that were slain for the testimony which they held, right? Under the altar, basically giving up those sacrifices, which are prayers to the Lord. Even in the heavens, you got prayers being sent up, right? Petitions being sent up, because when you read in Genesis about Cain and Abel, we don't got to get it, but when Abel, the scripture say that Abel's blood cried out. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Basically, petitioning for the Lord to do something about the fact that Abel was killed unjustly, right? Which ties into this lesson, because ultimately Esau is Cain coming back. And Esau's whole thing is about killing, Jake, man.
Getting a birthright back.
Yeah. Yep. And he's not going to get it though. Right. So you want to keep going?
Yeah. Verse 10. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy in truth, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?
Right, and that's the point right there. You know, we could stop that. We could stop it right there because it says it says that those that were slain for the word of the Most High cry with a loud voice, asking the Lord, how long is it going to be until the Lord judges and avenges, those that dwell on the earth? You know what I mean? Because they slew the prophets, man. Our people, the wicked of our people, killed their own prophets. Of course, the heathen, what I'm saying, the various different heathen nations, and then of course Esau, of course Esau too, which he's a heathen, but he's in a special category because the scriptures talk about the different, the sons of the wicked, right? The sons of men and the sons of God, right? The sons of men, which is the heathen, but then even in that you got a more wicked, evil root that's just going to be completely cut off when the Lord returns. Which that's the sons of the wicked, man, the seed of the serpent. Okay, that's what we're going into in Second Esdras, how he's the one that's ruling right now. But we're gonna work up to it. So that was the end of that in Revelation. And then I guess we can go back to that Second Esdras. You wanna okay. Yeah, this is back in Second Esdras chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Right? It says, And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Which Jacob's hand holding the hand of Esau, the heel of Esau, it's a future prophecy of what was to come, man. Okay, and that's the times that we're in right now. Okay, we're fast approaching overcoming or overtaking Esau. Okay, for the birthright, which when you go back into the account, Jacob supplanted Esau out of his birthright. Okay, he got Esau to sell him his birthright, which is what pretty much eternal dwelling in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Yeah, it's something that at the time there's no way Esau would have been able to fathom what he was selling, right, because he didn't. Well, as scripture say, he despised his birthright.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And let me pull this up real quick because we gotta get that in Genesis 25. We don't gotta get the whole account, but for some people that's maybe newer to the truth, you gotta know this history. You know what I'm saying? Genesis 25 and let's see. Okay, verse 26.
Okay. It says, and after that came out his brother out.
Yeah, talking about Jacob, because Esau was born first. He they were twins when you read up, but Esau came out first, right? Which according to tradition, that makes him the firstborn. Even if they're twins, whoever come out first, that's the older one. Go ahead.
It says, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them.
Yeah. So it says his name was called Jacob, right? Which is in the Hebrew is Yaquab, because Jacob, that's just a transliteration of the Hebrew word Yaquab, right? Which means to supplant. Okay. So you can see here. Okay. Strong's H 3290. I hate how they got all these vowel points in here, but you can see the Ya, I, Qua, Ba, Yaquab. Okay. And it says supplanter.
Heel holder.
Heel holder, supplanter, right? The son of Isaac, okay, and the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. See, that's what Esau didn't. There was no way he would have been able to know all of the stuff that he was giving up when he sold his birthright. You know what I'm saying? Like, because once he realized that, it wasn't really until he realized, like how Isaac had blessed him to where he was like, man, I'm gonna kill this dude. You know, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Because he was like, damn, like, so Esau's in that spirit, man, and we're gonna get the scripture in Revelation, but Revelation 12. But I think that's the point. But then it talks about how in the next or in the end of the chapter, right? How verse 34, saying then we're not gonna read all the whole chapter. We're just gonna get to the point, right?
Well, Baba Kashah, if we can start at 32, because that's the point. Well, I get it.
No, go ahead, you got it.
It says in Esau, well, I'll start at 31. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, behold, I'm at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do to me?
Yeah. You know what I mean? We can pause right there, because Esau, again, he's like, man, shit, I'm about to die of starvation. What good is a birthright going to be for a dead man? That's you see how he was thinking in the moment,
carnal,
because he's not spiritual. The scripture say a natural man conceiving not the things of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Esau was like, man, birthright. You talking about birthright, man? I'm about to die, man. I'm your brother, man. Give me some, shit. You can have it. You see, but the Lord held him to that. You see. Go ahead.
Verse 33. And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob.
You see that? So it wasn't like a real quick thing.
Yeah.
Like, like Esau was like, he did it. Like he consented, right, to it. And he sold his birthright for one meal, but see, the thing is, these weren't just some regular men. Okay, these were the grandsons of Abraham, the sons of Isaac, man. You see? And, to know your history of Abraham being your grandfather and the history of who Isaac is, and, the whole story of that, like, and you still despise what the Lord had in store according to the law. Hypothetically, that's how it would have been. But reality, this is what happened. And that's why Esau, he got that grudge against Jacob, man.
It says a perpetual hatred in Ezekiel. The book of Ezekiel, which goes into an everlasting or of ancient, ancient hatred. Going back to Esau. That anger he had when he realized that he had been, in today's terms, finessed or tricked, so to speak, beguiled.
Yeah. Well, he got supplanted, right? Verse 34.
Yep. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way.
You got it.
Thus Esau despised his birthright.
Yeah, you see that? And that was the point. He had his meal, you see what I'm saying? And he got up and he didn't think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, shit, I'm good
now. Yeah, I'm good
now. Shit, I almost died, And it says, and that's how he despised. Now I want to get that word despise real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because people want to feel bad for Esau, okay, because he sold his birthright.
That's not fair.
But he had demons on him, man. And ultimately it wasn't meant for Esau it wasn't meant for Esau to get the birthright, man. Okay. The Lord hated Esau. Okay, despised. Right? Oops, I clicked the wrong link.
Because ultimately it was set up for righteousness to dwell for eternity. And the scriptures say Esau, Edom, his spirit is that is lifted up is not upright in him. So if Esau was to have the birthright, simply it would be wickedness ruling for eternity, and that's not what the Lord wants, man.
Okay. Yep. It says Strong's H959 Baza. Okay. It says to despise, to hold in contempt, to disdain. So that promise that the Lord gave Abraham and Isaac, Esau, because they grew up there. I mean, they weren't little 5-year-olds talking about, yeah, okay, I'll sell you Like these were men, they were men. They grew up to be men. Okay, when this happened, and they and so Esau knew, they knew the story, the stories of their grandfather Abraham, and they knew the stories of their father Isaac, and how the Lord promised, that blessing would go through their seed, right? They knew that to a certain, that's why Jacob said, look, out of all things that Esau that Jacob could have requested for Esau to give to him in exchange for that, he was like, what's the most valuable thing that Esau has? His birthright. Yeah. You see that? But Esau didn't see the value in that.
It look, because it says in the three eyes, it says to be vile or worthless, birthright, the kingdom of heaven, eternal rulership, okay, substance, riches was counted worthless unto Esau. That goes to show you the value of an Edomite. You see, which is nothing. They're worthless, man. You see, they're the vow of the earth. You see, and that's why in the kingdom of heaven, Edom is going to be at the bottom of all 18 nations that the scriptures deal with. The scriptures don't deal with races. Okay, Edom is going to be at the bottom. You see, in captivity. Okay, in subjected. Okay, to be ruled over by righteous rulers, which are the Israelites. You see, because he is the wicked of the earth, pursuant to Job 9:24. Okay, and Malachi 1:4.
Yeah, I'm gonna read this real quick. Psalms 92. Real quick, get a precept. Psalms 92, and I think it was verse 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Psalms 92:6. A brutish man knows.
Actually, start at verse 5.
Okay. O Lord, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. A brutish man knoweth not, neither doth a fool understand this.
Yeah, a carnal man, a brutish man doesn't understand. A brute, right, wouldn't understand how the fact that he's living in the Most High's. You living in the Most High's creation. You live in the Most High's place. He has a plan for everybody, man. You see, people don't consider eternity. They just think about the now. So at that moment, Esau was like, shit, if I die, what good is my birthright? He wasn't thinking about, the long term, the wonderful works of the Lord, the great works of the Lord, the deep thoughts of the Lord. So he was like, shit, I'm good. Let me just get this. Let me get this this meal. That meal was good too. He had the bread and the this and that. You see what I'm saying? It was an easy decision for Esau to make. He was like, bet, right? And so that's
season, Jake season it up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was, he enjoyed that month. And then after that satisfaction, that joy for a moment went away. That was it. Okay. So that was it on that.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got that word despise. Now, did you want to go back to this second Ezra?
Yeah, we could finish it off and then.
Okay. All right. This is back in second Ezra chapter 6. I'll read verse 8 again. It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Right. So Esau is the end of this world that we're living in, man. You see, as it was prophesied that pretty much, the Lord, Daniel 4:17, the Lord setteth it up over, the world, pretty much who he chooses. Okay. And it's the basis of men that is ruling right now, man. You see, Baba Kashad, can we get that on one? I'm
No, that's Daniel 12.
Okay.
I mean, not Daniel 12. I'm sorry.
17.
Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was checking the stream, make sure everything was good on it, bro.
Yeah, man, because we're literally in the final seconds of Esau's kingdom, man. And as pursuant to second Ezra 9, it tells us, okay, the righteous, okay, to measure the times by pretty much by the signs.
And the only reason why Esau is even, of course, it's all, the Most High's, timeline. But the only reason why these other nations are even in power right now is because the Lord let them in power, because how we jacked up when we had the opportunity, when we had the good graces of the Lord, to do right. We jacked it up.
Mm-hmm.
We self-sabotaged our own situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So there's really nobody to blame but ourselves, right? And just to back that up, I'm gonna get this precept, and then we'll get that in Daniel real quick. Okay, this is Baruch chapter 4 and verse 6. It says, "You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies." Right? And it says how we provoked the Most High by sacrificing unto demons instead of him, and forgetting the law of the Most High, all these different things, right? So really, there's no one to blame but ourselves. The fact that these devils are in power, man. Mm-hmm. You see? So that, but this is why we praying for the return of Yahushua speedily, because the sooner he comes back, the sooner that all this wickedness in the earth is going to be taken care of, man. Right? So let's get that in Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel chapter 4. You got it.
Yep. It says, "This matters by the decree," Daniel 4:17. "This matters by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men." So, like, just laying back and off that point, Esau Edom is going to be in subjugated, okay, to the Israelites in the kingdom, man. Mm-hmm. You see, and as it said, Esau is the end of the world, this world, man. Mm-hmm. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, which is Jacob is synonymous for the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Mm-hmm. Jacob being our forefather, okay, mm-hmm. which he in slang terms, he put on for the nation by having Esau sell him the birthright. He was thinking, hey, that's kingdom minded.
Yeah. All of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the Lord put the spirit on them to do the things that they did, so that way Israel can become prosper. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because remember, Israel is the youngest nation. Mm-hmm. All the other nations came before Israel. You know what I'm saying? Even when you consider Esau being the second youngest nation, if you want to think of it like that, because they were both born around the same time. But even that, like, Esau didn't have to spend that, the inception of his nation in captivity. You know what I'm saying? They was out there in Mount Seir, doing their thing, right? But we were in bondage. You know what I'm saying? When we went into the I'll say when we came out of the land of Egypt, when we went in initially, it was a small group of Israelites that went into the land, and then that ended up growing over the course of hundreds of years. That ended up growing into a larger nation, mm-hmm. But we were brought up in captivity, right? So Esau, he's in rulership right now. He's the one that's in control. And when you go back to this second Ezra 6 and 9, mm-hmm. it says that Esau is the end of the world. He's the last one. Mm-hmm. It reminds me of that Lamentations 4.
Okay.
And
rejoice and be glad.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Is that 21?
Yep. This Lamentations 4 and 21. "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest."
It says daughter of Edom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Basically the descendants, the offspring of Edom, like in the latter times. You know what I'm saying? The daughter of Edom. Go ahead.
It says, "That dwellest in the land of Uz,
mm-hmm.
the cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked."
Right. It says the cup also, right? What's that cup? That cup of affliction, the cup of slavery and captivity, okay, is going to be passed to Esau. He's going to be made to drink it, mm-hmm. right? You see that? Go ahead.
Verse 22.
Oh, it said, did you finish verse 21?
Yep.
Okay,
I'll read it again. It says, "Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked."
Right. That's what's going on right now. He's getting drunken. He's becoming drunk. Okay. with this Babylon juice, right? And he's going to be, he's being made bare right now. He's being exposed right now. You know what I'm saying? For all of the things that he's done in the past, that he's now all of a sudden he's quote unquote ashamed and not proud of, but he still hasn't paid for it yet. You see? But he don't give two shits. That's just a PR move to say, oh yeah, I've done things I'm not proud of. Yeah. He don't give two shits about, man, because guess what? If he wasn't really proud of it, he'd be giving all the stuff back that he got. Right. This nigga Esau collectively ain't doing that. Right. So of course they're not going. Of course they're not. They're just gonna say that. They're just saying that to make simple-minded niggas think that, oh man, it's okay. We can go along and get along now. Right. It's 2024.
Man, none of the Edomites, these Edomites from the bottom to the top are remorseful about the things that their nation has done, specifically to the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the heathen nations, as it speaks of in Isaiah the 14th chapter. He who smote the people in continual wrath. So this man has been a tyrant to all the 17 other nations, bombing people to hell, rape, robbery, riches gotten by the sea.
You gotta say great, bro.
Oh, Slakia. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, you can go to the Instagram comments, any controversial topic about an Edomite, a so-called white person, they're always on the defensive. They're always standing up and defending the wickedness and the atrocities that they've done. They aren't remorseful.
Yeah, but that's how we want them, man. Because in the kingdom, it's gonna make that judgment even better. Right? So
let me get this last verse by Bashar.
You got it.
Verse 22. Mm-hmm. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Okay, that's going into us. We're nearing the end of our prison sentence. Okay, we're nearing the end of learning our lesson. It says, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. Okay, he will discover thy sins. So hey, it's time for the visitation of Esau's iniquity, man. Because here it is. This man is pretty much going back to the prophecy in the book of Genesis. The Lord said pretty much, if you kill Cain, he's going to deal with you, because he had a reserved judgment for Esau at the end. And going to Revelation, the sin stacking up to heaven, rewarding her double. You see, Esau Edom is going to pay in the end times, in the latter times, man. You see, the ending, or the climax of the movie, man. Okay, Esau is going to pay. That's the beautiful thing of this thing, man.
That's right. Either leadeth into captivity, shall go into captivity. Did we finish that in Second Ezra?
Yeah, we finished that one off.
Okay, cool. All right, and then
whatever you got, bro.
Yeah, I got this one. You wanted the Job too.
Job, yeah, you get yours first.
Okay, all right. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 11. Okay, it says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. Okay, who's the they? This is the elect, man. All right, we overcame who? The accuser of our brethren, which is Esau. Okay, which really spiritual demon Satan. He's working on the left hand side to try to, just like in the book of Job, like to try to plead a case to the Most High to let that hedge of protection down so that we can get jacked up. But the thing is, the Lord has a remnant of men that is going to receive mercy, man. There's going to be exempt from judgment. Okay, meaning we still going to get trials and tribulations here and there. Okay, but at the end of the day, we're not going to have to suffer of that second death if we're of the elect, right? Which is the ICBM missiles, right? We're not going to have to suffer of that. That's reserved for 2/3 of our people here in Babylon the Great, okay, that don't want to get with the Lord and the rest of these heathen nations, okay, to whom salvation does not pertain to, okay? So as long as we stay in the faith, he that endure to the end, the same shall be saved, right? So it says, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. And who's doing that here on the physical side? Esau. He's throwing up these different sacrifices, okay, best believe next Monday, you know, he gonna be trying at it again. Yeah, which is gonna be a new moon, right? You see, so he gonna be, you know, doing all type of wicked sacrifices, which he already puts up, all right, on the left hand side. That, and he trying to, you know, plead his case to the Most High, saying, look, you know, keep these people in captivity. Look at all the wicked, you know, you see what I'm saying? But the thing is, hey, there's certain brands that have been plucked out of the fire, man, pursuing the Zechariah, right?
Quick one out.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 47:12, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit. If so be thou mayest prevail. Going into, like the priest is going into, what's it? I said October, April the 8th. You know, like the brother's going to. They're talking about opening, pretty much trying to open a portal. Yeah. You know, what's that, to allow demons to come in, and pretty much they're trying to sustain, okay, their power, okay, to bring forth their NWO, man. You see, they're you know, he's desperate. You know, he's back, you know, animals back into a corner like a dog. Then they just gonna come out, bite, jaws, you know, jaws bite, man. And that's what Esau is, because he feels, he know. And we're gonna get to it. Lord willing, we'll grab that next Revelation, the 12th chapter. He knows
that's what we read. That's the next verse. That's, but I wanted to read up because when you read up, not to cut you off or nothing like that, I want you to finish your point on that, right?
You
because you mentioned that, but that's what that we was reading that, like, you know. But I like to start up sometimes because it talks about that triumphing, right? And then when you read the first sentence of the following verse, is really going into that verse, you know, that triumphing, you know what I mean? Because that's the reason why, you know, when we're reading that Revelation 6, you know, that's the reason why we were, you know, praying to the Most High to avenge that blood, you know, for those that died on the earth and then got sent to the spirit world, you know, for the testimony of Yahushua, you know, that, you know, the scriptures say, the dead and Yahushua are going to rise first. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that judgment is going to be a beautiful thing in the heavens and on the earth, right? You know what I'm saying? When it actually comes to pass, right? It says, therefore, rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them, you know, because they're not going to have to suffer. Those that's already in the heavens, they good. They're not going to be on the earth when all hell breaks loose, right? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but also the main thing is that that overcoming, you know what I'm saying? You gonna say something?
Precept, Revelation 18:20, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High hath avenged you on her. So this is a direct precept to this scripture, man. Okay, like the brother's going into the heaven, the apostles and prophets represents the elect, man. You see? So we're going to be rejoicing when our enemy, the accuser of our brethren, is cast down, man.
That's it.
You got it, brother.
Yep. That's what you want, accuse our brother. Well, we
no. You can continue on.
Okay. Yeah. Because that's verse 10, but verse 12 is the point I wanted to get.
Yeah, go ahead.
If that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we fine.
Okay. Yeah. Revelation 12:12, it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. All right. Continuing on, it says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Now that includes, you know, our people. Okay, that includes the other nations, but the elect. Okay, we're gonna have to go through that too. We're gonna have to go through that tribulation period if we're still here, you know, saying on the earth, right? Because the thing is, Esau is gonna try to inflict that Genesis, I changed it, but that Genesis 37 spirit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, let's pull this. I'm sorry, Genesis 27. And see 41. Right?
It said,
yeah, go ahead.
It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing where his father blessed him, And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
Yeah, you see that? So that was Esau's intent. Now, did that ever happen? Did the man Esau ever kill Jacob? No, because that wasn't in the cards. It was more so when Esau became a nation, right? And you had the nation of Edom, and Jacob became a nation. Okay, that was when they were butting heads all throughout history. You always had different Edomites, okay, trying to come up and thwart the purposes of Jacob. Amalek in there too, which is just another tribe of Esau, right? And so with that being said, going back to that Revelation 12, okay, that's that devil coming down unto you having great wrath, okay? Because Esau is he's the devil, man. Like it's really cut and dry, right? He knows that he has a short time here in rulership, like we're going into in that second Ezra 6, right? He's the end of the world. Okay, the short time, the end. That's it. Once it's up, it's up. You see? And that was really the point on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And did you have anything else?
I got this Job 15:21.
Oh, yeah.
A dreadful sound is in his ears. Mm-hmm. In prosperity, the destroyer shall come upon him. That dreadful sound being this gospel. Okay. The prophecies, man. He sees what's written in these scriptures, the prophets, okay, on the street corners, chanting down his kingdom in real time. He sees this every day. The prophets, which we are the number one enemy to his kingdom, man. You see, mm-hmm. That's a dreadful sound. And it says in prosperity, pursuant to Job, the 20th chapter, while he is eating, the Most High is gonna shall rain the fire upon him. You see, so that fire is going to come and destroy everything that he's labored for. You see, like your number one dream in life. I haven't accomplished my number one dream. I mean, I have this truth. That's the number one thing we have ultimately. I'm just speaking of a carnal thing. His carnal goal is to fulfill his NWO. So to have that ripped away, hey, that's what the Lord is going to do. He's going to, the scriptures say the Lord disappointed the devices of the crafty so that they cannot perform their enterprise. You see? So Esau's enterprise is their NWO, and the Lord is going to do that last second basketball block, and cast them down, man. Okay. You got it, bro.
Yep. Let's see. I'm gonna read this real quick. Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 40. Second Ezra 7 and 43. It says, I'll pull it up here. Next chapter. And 43. If I can get it to load. There we go. All right. It says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for it to come, wherein corruption is past, and temperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up, right? So the day of doom, the day of Esau's destruction, okay, is going to be the end of his time, right? Esau being the end of this world is going to include his destruction because he's not going to give it up freely, right? What empire has ever just given over the keys to their kingdom freely? They're going to go down fighting, right? And the scriptures talk about that in detail in various different places, Second Ezra 13, so on and so forth, right? But when that time comes, all right, when Esau's time is up, okay, which we're in those times, man. Esau, his time is basically up. Like he's Apostle Tahar said nicely, he's basically living on borrowed time right now. You know what I'm saying? Like this mug is on life support. Like, how elites get heart transplants to give themselves another 7 months of life. That's what's going on. This Babylon the Great, I should say, is on life support right now, right? Right. So when that comes, all these other things are going to go away. Corruption, intemperance, right? Meaning being temperate is basically being mature and being able to control your temper, Okay, intemperate is Esau. You know what Esau does? He just wiles out, that Karen spirit. You know, right? Infidelity, which is the lack of faith. Right? That's going to be cut off. That's going to be put to an end. But righteousness is going to grow up and spring up. Right? So that's all the precepts I had.
And then if we get that last verse, Baba Kashar, 45.
Okay. Verse 45, 2nd Ezra 7:45. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed.
Right. Isaiah the 14th chapter. Is this the man? It says that all the nations are gonna be looking at him nearly, saying, "Is this the man that made the earth to tremble?" Because they're gonna see him in captivity. You see, being ruled over by the Israelites, man. And we're going to be meditating terror, issuing judgments. Okay. And then it says, nor to oppress him that have gotten a victory. And when we're in scriptures say, when we're in our kingdom, okay, none shall make us afraid. You know, nobody will be able to come up against us to pretty much rule over us, subjugate us, no more ever. You see, that's all I had, brother.
God, yep, hey, that's a beautiful thing, man. So that's what we should be. That's what we should be hastening towards. You know, towards that day where our oppressors become destroyed, man. Right? Yahweh Shai is gonna lead captivity captive. He's gonna free the captives, man. Right? We're the captives. The nation of Israel is under captivity. We're gonna be freed, and we're gonna have those that put us in captivity. We're gonna put them in captivity. You see? So that's what Esau is. He's shaking in his boots about, but hey, it ain't really nothing you can do. So that's it. You want to close out?
Hey, so may righteousness continue to prevail. It's written that righteousness is going to win over wickedness. Okay, we want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash.
A double honor to our apostles and elders. Peace, salutation, and blessings to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.